Yo, what is up, y'all? Hope y'all are having a fantastic day today. This review we got in store for you today is like an early Christmas gift sitting under the tree wrapped in a bow. And inside that gift box is Saw. Be aware there is spoilers in this video. I repeat, there are spoilers in this video. Enjoy. I was super excited to get a newer version of the Saw movie because as a kid, they were really one of my favorites. I hated jump scare horror, but when it came to gory horror, something about it, I just loved it. In a non-serial killer way. It is so interesting to see the different ways people can be tortured, how the body parts work, as well as what they look like. Yeah, the cops are definitely coming to my house.
We got him.
The introduction to this movie started with a dude getting his eye sucked out of his head. But he's honestly an idiot because he had such an easy challenge. All he had to do was turn the dial 5 times and just break his fingers a little bit. I would just go 1, 2, 3, boom. Just do all 5 at once and then bada bing, bada boom. You just got some messed up fingers, but you still got your eyeballs. This movie is about, of course, the one and only John Kramer, who has gotten a serious cancer and only has a few more months to live. He ends up seeing Henry, who is a person in one of his cancer support groups, who is looking a lot better, and Henry told him about a miraculous treatment he got and gave Kramer the link. Kramer did some research and contacted the facility to see if he can get the treatment, and they accepted him. So he flies out here and meets Miss Peterson, head of the operation. They took him through a few tests, and after he woke up, she was there to tell him
it all looks good
and has the rest of his life ahead of him. For a little bit, he even looked like he was about to give up killing or quote-unquote helping people, or so he thought. He went to drop off a gift to Miss Peterson, who saved his life, and realized it was all a scam. Once he figured that out, Kramer went straight into YMW melee mode, murder on my mind, and started rounding up everybody who lied to him that was in the operation and took away his hope. And his 250K, that's a lot of money, bruh, and my boy Kramer is not sweet. I can really see through this movie why Kramer is a killer. These people deserve to die. Miss Peterson was telling him stuff like,
I can't think of anything more important than helping others.
And your son is rising again. We will make sure of it. You gotta be another level of fucked to tell a dying cancer patient that you have a cure for them just to take all of their money away and dip. You can't get much more evil than that. I will say though, Miss Peterson was a pro finesser. She pulled out all the stops. She had someone in the support group tell him about it. She had a fake website, backstory, employees that picked him up from the airport. They faked being interrogated to get into the facility. They had fake pictures on the wall. I mean, she spared no expense. I do feel like Kramer should have been a little bit more suspicious though. He has a Hall of Fame badge for killing. When Kramer was going into the operation room, Parker was waiting for him to come around the corner, and as soon as he seen John, he did like a little perk up and threw his acting face on. My boy said it's go time. This Saw movie though had some mind-blowing games or challenges or whatever you want to call them. I'm not going to talk about all of them on here because I don't want to spoil everything, but the two by far worst punishments that they had to do was Mateo, who had to cut off a piece of his skull and pull out a piece of his brain. When he was doing that, I was queasing and going crazy. I was like, my boy is about to pull that brain piece out and go straight dumb. I mean, and just start drooling. Or Valentina's was also pretty bad. She had to cut off her whole leg with a tiny little wire saw and then stick a tube in her leg to collect the bone marrow. The part that pissed me off the most is both of those two did 99.9% of the challenge and they still die. Like, how you gonna cut off your whole leg and take out a part of your brain and not complete the task? This movie was another level of gruesome. I was sitting in the movies watching this with my friend group and we were all screaming. Gabriella's challenge wasn't too bad at all, and she actually completed it, but Kramer tried taking her to the hospital, and then that bitch Peterson said, nah, I'ma kill this for no reason. And after that, I was heated for the rest of this movie. I mean, Peterson said every single person she watched died. She just thought to herself,
One less person to split the money with.
and she grabbed the little random soccer star boy to put into a trap. I mean, this bitch has zero emotions. When she cut that dead girl's intestines out and turned to smile and said,
We have a rope.
the fuck kind of serial killer shit? This lady gotta be Jeffrey Dahmer's mom or something. This was my favorite Saw movie of the whole franchise all the way up until the ending. I was super disappointed in the last trap. The way it was just poison gas was lame. We had so many gruesome original traps in this, and I was really hoping for something over the top to end off the movie. And not only that, but the thing I hated even more was that Peterson didn't die. How did everyone else who either completed their challenge or almost did die? But the ringleader queen of the doesn't end up dying after everything she did and is continuing to do? Her boyfriend Peter Sears is a whole walking lick because he got absolutely mollywopped by her. I mean, she was dogging my boy. If that was me in that room and I was fighting for my life with my adrenaline, I'm letting you know I would have been WWE Rey Mysterio 369ing her ass all the way around the room. Production for this movie was beautiful. The scenes with all the brutal challenges was so clean and realistic. The music as well for this movie was super thrilling and always kept you on the edge of your seats and made those intense scenes just a little bit more intense. Also, the little sound effects I love. I think little tiny sounds can add so much to a scene. My favorite sound effect they did was the squeaky pedals on the clown bike when he was slowly moving towards Mateo. It added a whole nother level of creepy vibe. I'm a huge fan of gore, so my overall score might be a little bit higher than some of you, but if I had to give this Saw movie a rating, I would give it an 8.3 out of 10. If the ending was way better, it could have been high 8s, low 9s, but the ending was beyond mid. We are going to start posting 1 to 2 videos every week on this channel, so let me know in the comments what review y'all would like to see next, and if you have seen the Saw movie, let me know what was your favorite part of the movie. Make sure you like and subscribe if you are new to the crew. And as always, make sure you are partying like every day is your birthday. Deuces.